Amir Mahfouz is a Palestinian and a citizen of Israel. Last week he was prohibited to leave the country by an order of Ittijah, Minister of Interior, an order for 2 months, based on the British emergency regulations, which are still implemented in the Israeli system. Amir, do you have any explanation why this order, why you, why now?
I have I'm trying to explain that. I don't have exact explanation on what was behind that, and we're still in this process. But this is, in fact, if I took the line of escalation, it looks like it was in somehow expected. Not the act itself of the administrative order, but the escalation of the policy toward the Palestinian citizens of Israel. It became like day by day we are feeling the changes in terms of political persecution, in terms of homes demolition, in terms of putting us like imposing conflict with the state or serious conflict or direct conflict with the state. Things sound that we are in process that it's imposed and it's nothing is by the way. On the other hand, I think about the timing issue, it looks like we are in a period that the Israeli officials became under masses or rejection in all around the world, and they are condemned as war criminals after Gaza, after Lebanon, and they are legally persecuted, etc., in different countries. It looks like kind of revenge in one side, and the other side is to disconnect the Palestinian citizens of Israel, which became, and the civil society, which became very active in this in the international arena, to disconnect us from the Arab regional contacts and also from the international contacts. Although it looks that this is what I can explain from that. Although the explanation of the order itself, which is administrative order and based on the emergency law or emergency regulations before the state, it's mostly based on that he is convinced that my travel outside of the country will will put the country at risk.
Amir, you decided not to appeal to the Supreme Court. Why?
Because we have, in fact, we have to know or to understand very well that we are dealing with the state, and we can, in fact, in terms of policy toward the Palestinians in Israel, especially political persecution, issues related to political persecution, the Israeli intelligence services, the Shabak, are leading the court. The court, I have no what's going in the court, and we have different scenarios with one of the author called Anton Shalhat, and the former mayor of Al-Fahim called Dr. Slimani Bariyi. We went to the court there, and the court was very clear in the Supreme Court that they rely on the secret evidence of the Shabak. And the Shabak can tell that any contact in the Arab world for me or for any citizen of Israel could be considered as meeting with the hostile person or with hostile entity or with the enemy or whatever they want. And in fact, any meeting today with any person in the Arab world could be criminalized by the Israeli law, and it's very easy. So we have no tools to protect ourselves. And the court will ask me, give us the permission and authorize us, that I have to authorize the judge to look to the secret evidence and to decide on my behalf. I am not trusting the legal system. It became oppressing system, in fact, and it's very difficult to see the separation or between authorities in Israel in terms of a case such that, especially that it's based legally on the administrative orders which I have no tools to protect myself. So our strategy is to raise that internationally, and also to raise that in public, based on public and popular protest by the community.
What do you intend to do as Ittijah and as the Popular Committee for the Defense of Political Freedoms?
Sorry, what was the question?
What do you intend to do?
Yeah, we already, I think, we contacted our direct, like we are trying to mobilize solidarity work, and not only solidarity, but also influential work. Our groups, like I talk in Holland, in Spain, in many countries in Europe, already began to make pressure on their embassies to ask them to raise a question, to question Israel why they did that and why they are attacking the civil society at this moment. On the other hand, we are in process of applying a complaint to the committee, UN Committee for the Protection of Human Rights Defenders. We got strong support from Adala, from AIC, from Al-Damir, Musawa, Arab Association for Human Rights, to raise the issues in each organization to deal with the different aspects and different mobilization to make in complementary basis. We think that Israel is still aware of its image in the world, and we are trying to use that as a tool of pressure. The EU, we think that the EU is committed to the association agreement, to the other agreement with Israel, which is supposed to respect the human rights and not to make to violate the dignity and the freedom of the people. So they should take an action.
So what are you specifically demanding from the solidarity movement all over?
Mostly two parallel levels which are complementary. One is to express solidarity that Palestinians, and to be aware that Palestinians in Israel are, as all the Palestinian people are, community at risk. And also to raise awareness that the Palestinian cause couldn't be just the West Bank and Gaza, but there is very serious escalation toward the Palestinians inside Israel, and it's very risky to the whole Palestinian right. It's not only here. And we are feeling that Israel is trying to revenge or to stop our political voice, which is democratic and which is influential voice. On the other hand, we think that people in Europe, especially the media, they are not raising our case as Palestinian citizens of Israel, which is very big and well-organized group of the Palestinian people. And this should be a tool to show the essence of the Israeli policies. It's not only what Israel is doing in East Jerusalem and the West Bank, which is colonial racist policy, but what it's done here is the same. It's the same policy. So it's important to do so. It's important to examine the commitment of the European governments and the international governments and the international agencies to the human rights issues and to their values, because all the time that many issues that are raised, if the victim is in Iraq or in Afghanistan or in Iran or in Venezuela, but if the victim is in Israel and he is Palestinian, many times in the official level, Israel is more protected, still more protected than its victims. And we are asking the solidarity movement to raise that and to send letters to us as solidarity, but also to their public and or communities.
Thank you very much, Amir, and good luck for your case.